Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Skyrim Legendary Survival Permadeath series. This is episode 5. In last episode, we defeated the first dragon of the game, Myrmilnir, and this episode our goal is going to be to complete a couple of side quests in and around Whiterun. Ultimately with the goal of making enough money to buy ourselves Breezehome so that we have a base of operations and can kind of go forth out of Whiterun.
May your road lead you to
And there are the Greybeards.
What do you want me to carry?
Take these dragon bones back from Faendal so that I can sell them to the Khajiit.
take a look. I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
I'm right behind you. What do you want me to carry?
And I'm gonna take the last of these items that I may need off of Faendal and send him on his way.
You lead, I'll follow. I've got your back. I'll head back home if you need me.
As from here on out, at least for the time being, I plan to keep Lydia as my follower, who I will get in just a bit when I go turn in this quest to the Jarl.
Look, you already have been told you're not allowed
Need something?
But real quick before I do that is, if you know how to do it, one of the easiest quests in the game. So when you come across these Redguard people looking for this Redguard woman, the easiest and fastest way to complete this quest and get yourself a decent amount of gold pretty quickly is to run straight into the Bannered Mare immediately after having this conversation with the Alakir, and then go straight into this side room to talk to Sadia. Tell her that you found the Alakir warriors. She will tell you to do whatever. Doesn't really matter. You just ignore her and go straight right back out the gate. By this point, the Alakir warriors will not have even made it more than a little bit outside of the city. So even if you haven't been to Rorikstead, which is where they'll go later on, you don't have to wait for them to get there. You can literally just chase them down immediately outside the city, talk to them, tell them where Sadia is, and then they will tell you to bring her to the stables. You do not have to go, you do not have to fight them or do any of that stuff. You can do all of this and get basically the same reward with the minus the scimitars if you want the Redguard sword, but in reality they're not that great. I mean, they look cool, and if you want to role play as a Redguard pirate, then great, but if not, then they're really not that good of weapons. So yeah, you can literally just run right outside the city here, and they have really made it past the stables.
Do you have news? You have? Where? Tell me now. We cannot go. You must bring her to us. Lead her to the Whiterun stables outside of the city.
And then all you have to do is run right back into the city, back in, and tell Sadia, who trusts you despite the fact that you have... Oh, there's Faendal. Already taken off the clothes that I gave him. She will trust you despite the fact that you have done absolutely nothing at all to gain her trust. In fact, when she tried to confide in you, you immediately walked out of the room and ran and immediately told the people that are looking for her where she is. But for some reason, she will still believe you when you ask her to go to the stables. Now, in terms of a question of who is in the right here, what is the morally or ethically right choice to either turn Sadia in or to help her kill and defeat the Alakir? It's hard to say. There's no definitive answer as to who's lying in this case, but I will say that I tend to believe that the Alakir are probably more likely telling the truth, because if Sadia's story is true, then it doesn't really make sense why they would want to capture her and bring her back to Hammerfell. It would make more sense if they would just kill her, because they were sent, in her, according to her story, just to kill her and not to capture her. So I find it more likely that the Alakir's story is right, but at the end of the day, it's easy gold. So what are you gonna do? Now we just have to follow Sadia back, and we will be given free gold for doing practically nothing.
They say Helgen got hit.
This was as stupid as a feud in Clan Maine.
We meet at last, my dear lady.
What is this? What have you done?
Oh, come now. You didn't really expect to manipulate people forever, did you? Your luck had to run out sometime. Now we'll take our friend here back to Hammerfell, where she will pay the price for not on the way. Well, here you go. Spend it wisely.
And there we go, 500 gold. I'm pretty sure it's a leveled amount of gold, so if you're a higher level, you'll get more, but most of the time that I complete this quest, it's that 500 gold. But all things considered, 500 gold for doing practically nothing, except for talking to a couple people and running back and forth in the city, is a pretty sweet deal.
Need something? Unlike the rest of my family.
I'm not sure what kind of work she has to do if she's walking around outside the city walls in the middle of the night. However, speaking of the middle of the night, it's probably about time I finally slept and got rid of some of this damage to my magicka bar and finally level up. I've probably got at least 2 levels by this point.
What? Why are you... Oh, thank you. Divines bless your
I
kind
enjoy
heart.
this work well enough. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to you.
Sure,
Right
whatever.
this way.
Go upstairs for my first sleep since, I think, Bleak Falls Barrow. And we went straight from level 4 to level 8. Second rank in archery. And put one into sneak. And let's go with apprentice conjuration. That way that I can actually cast Flame Atronachs without, even if I don't have max magicka and it doesn't use up my entire magicka bar. Eat a little bit of breakfast.
Terrible. Shameful.
I've got a hungry daughter, so selling my
And now I think I will go turn in the Dragon Rising quest or whatever it's called.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? Dragonborn. So it's true. Masters of the dragon. If you really are... You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Wa... I assign you... I'll also note, we are the Greybeards. Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun?
The Jarl has appointed me.
And now we have
I've got your
Lydia,
back. How can I
who's
serve you?
actually a really solid companion. I'm gonna give her the Axe of Whiterun because she's gonna make better use of it as a one-handed weapon than I will.
Let's get going then.
I'm gonna go find some more ways to make money. Good old Heimskir,
I know your
reaching
family's
away.
important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find
Ah,
out he was
yes.
dead. You tried mercenary work? My Saf, he fed his entire family with the gold. I tracked it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels...
Oh, perfect. It's at Halted Stream Camp. I wanted to go there anyways so that I could get the Transmute Ore spell, so this works out. Kill two birds with one stone.
Find that so
While I'm there, I can also grab some mammoth tusks and can bring one back for Isolde. And that's another quest complete. So 3 birds with 1 stone. Thankfully, the camp is not too far away. Relatively short walk. In case I didn't mention this earlier, there is no fast traveling the traditional way in survival mode. However, you can still use carriages to travel between the main holds. So this run involves a lot more walking than your average Skyrim run. As most people, after you begin to discover locations, use fast travel quite extensively. And boom, got him. We love stealth archer builds. Missed that one, and here they come. Grab my Atronach. Oh, okay. Did not expect wolves at the same time. Gonna pull out a bound sword to deal with them. Hey, I'll take the extra conjuration level. And another level up. I'll heal real quick. Looks like the wolves are fighting the bandits for me, so that takes care of both of them. And I'll take out this archer. Oh. And good, complete whiff there. There we go, got him. Grab his arrows. And here's Lydia using a bow, even though it's probably not her best bet. Take a circlet. And a little bit of flames, and nice. And looks like we've had some random necromancers join as well. And of course they're gonna start raising the bandits. That's what necromancers do. Got one.
Looky here. Looks like got ourselves a hair to die.
And the necromancer's fleeing because Lydia's Axe of Whiterun causes low-level enemies to flee. Ooh, nice stab. And somehow his body ended up all the way over here. And I grab his necromancer robes because the magicka regen will come in handy when I try and use the transmute ore spell. Won't wear it during combat because I'd prefer to have the extra armor, but outside of combat, could certainly come in handy. Quickly check these barrels and sacks for some food. Looting bandit camps can sometimes be a good way to get food in survival mode because they're one of the few places that will have food just laying around. All right. And we'll take a couple of shots on this bandit outlaw and then cast Flame Atronach. And Lydia set off the trap. That's okay. Just did some extra damage to the outlaw. Who is now fleeing because, again, Axe of Whiterun caused him to flee. That could get annoying, but also is somewhat helpful. Not to get any accidental hits on Lydia. So if I accidentally get the final hit on Lydia, then she will die. Which I would not like to happen. Just another Flame Atronach down there in the center. And they're all on fire now, that's good. DPS. He's got the bandit chief. And just try and finish this last enemy. I can't give my stuff to Lydia since I'm over encumbered until we get out of combat. Try and just take this person out easily. And good job, completely missed. And missed again, good. Can already tell this one's gonna be a pain. I'm just gonna start looting and hope that Lydia deals with it. Lock. Got the family sword. I hate when enemies just keep healing, especially on Legendary, because they can oftentimes heal just as fast, if not faster, than they're taking damage. Hopefully she dies back there from all that mess. Nope, somehow still didn't. And is all the way back up to 2/3 health. Great. This is a problem. I'm gonna have to drop a bunch of stuff till I go under the carry weight so I can deal with her. Need to get even just a little bit more food by eating all of this. Or sorry, a little bit more health by eating all this food. Quickly switch to healing. Eat those cabbages straight away. Grab some of this stuff, including healing potion should come in handy. There's a transmute ore spell. A bit more iron ore. And I'll take the leather boots. They're better than my current ones. They ran off again. Fill that last bit up. I want to try and get out of here with everything that I can. And Lydia came back. Hopefully that means that she finally killed that other enemy.
Command. You lead, I'll follow.
And then I gotta pick up all the stuff that I dropped.
Still here. I am at your command.
And give all this to Lydia, who thankfully is sworn to carry my burdens.
You lead, I'll follow.
Grab this iron. Need to read the book real quick and then go ahead and start casting the Transmutor spell while I mine, so that I can slowly begin transferring all of this stuff from iron to silver to gold.
I've got your back. How can I serve you, my Thane?
Go for the mammoth tusk for now, and all of these mammoth snouts. And maybe a couple other items as well. I can clear my weight back.
You lead, I'll follow.
See if there's any other food worth taking in these sacks before I go. Grab some more iron, pick up that arrow, and grab from this vein as well. Alright, I think it's just about time to get out of here. And left some more iron here. Don't need the poacher's axe. I'm just double checking to make sure I got the loot off these bodies. Have to use the proper mining animation here because it's not hitting the vein like it's supposed to. These last couple of tusks. Iron.
right behind you. I am at your command.
Gonna take all of the iron ores that she has, drop off the gold ore that I've already transmuted, as well as the mammoth tusks to give myself space in the inventory. And I'm also gonna take the necromancer robes so that I can put those on, get better magicka regen, and then as I walk back to Whiterun, I can just be transmuting ore.
I've got your back.
There's an ash pile I never looted. I will definitely take some gold apple pie and some more arrows until I'm able to get the bound bow spell, which I'll probably go for relatively soon. Arrows are going to be important, but I can't wait till I get the bound bow spell because that allows me to continue leveling my conjuration and get an immediately much better bow than anything I'm going to be able to make until I get a high crafting skill.
Here's the tool.
Made it back to Whiterun.
Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we've got mercenaries from Hammerfell strutting about.
I've got your back. I am at your command.
Gonna grab some stuff here to sell.
Let's get going then.
Keep casting this as I slowly hobble over
I don't
to
claim to be
Adrian.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Sell this excess armor stuff.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
And smelt the first little bit of gold and some steel ingots as well.
Have you met my father? He's a steward at the Dragon Bridge.
Use the tanning rack to turn those wolf pelts into leather and then leather strips.
I help my father in more ways than people realize.
And guess we'll make an iron helmet.
Reminds me when I first started smithing.
Get a little bit of smithing skill and then sell this right to
You think all the council
Adrian.
the finest weapons and armor. All right then.
I work for Bellathor at the General Goods Store.
Alright, I've got a lot more spell casting to do now.
I'm sorry I asked.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these
Once
days?
I've made enough money, before I met one of the caravan
And
leaders.
go ahead and turn in...
If you find one, I could teach you a thing or
Oh,
two about
yeah, that's right. I gave all of the
Right behind you.
mammoth tusks to Lydia. I'm gonna grab one of those.
I spend a lot of time. Thank you. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant.
And there we go. There's another easy Whiterun quest completed.
See you. I've got your back.
Get a little level
How
of
can I serve you,
speech.
Dame?
Might as well. And grab that gold. And grab these mammoth parts to sell.
They're saying it's because of this trouble with the stormcloaks.
The finest cut. Take a look.
Gonna sell some of my excess food items here to get a little extra gold.
Good hunting.
My favorite drinking. Listen to me.
We've been waiting that long. Supplies are scarce. Sell swords and armor instead. Maybe.
Go sell a couple things to Bellathor now. Especially those mammoth tusks are worth a pretty good amount of money.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
And the staff as well.
You just let me... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Realized I forgot to sell my mammoth tusks. And that's good for now. I'll buy some healing potions and then sell them the rest of them.
Remember, I'll give you the best.
People have forgotten humor.
Go quickly turn in the sword back to Amren, or Amren,
My father had a favorite sword
and
and
get a
shield
little
tech.
one-handed shield skill.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More in
Alright, welcome back. I decided to go ahead and skip forward because for the last while I've just sort of run around Whiterun buying and selling a couple of things and casting the Transmute Ore spell for quite some time and figured that wasn't worth watching because there was probably about 30 minutes of me just running around Whiterun and casting that spell to try and get it. So I'm back now. Wanted to show you that I've now bought Breezehome. I had just enough after getting all of that iron into silver into gold, crafting that into gold rings, and then selling those, I was just barely able to afford Breezehome, but without any decorations really at all. But it's a start, and at least now I don't have to pay to sleep in the inn. I have my own bed. And another quick clip of level ups that I got in the process of gaining higher alteration skill in the part that I didn't show. And with that, we have completed the goal of this episode, which was to buy Breezehome and get ourselves a base of operations. So this has been already a little bit of a longer episode, but thank you for sticking with me and for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give the video a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and please leave a comment. This is a brand new channel, and I appreciate all potential feedback. See you in the next video.